To the right of the ancient galaxy, it exists. There, even the sense of direction called right is mocked by gravity's twist, and intersections appear not as the meeting of straight lines, but as momentary flashes where time and time rub against each other. Those who seek to cross it do not move their feet forward, but instead layer one reversal of concept deep within their chest. They understand what intersects are not the trails of stars, but the fault lines of memory and the undecided future. Only through their weaving does the path manifest. The resonance of old is not decay, but an echo that lays bare the skeleton of language. The right side of the galaxy embraces the shadow forgotten on the left, and only when that shadow rises does the intersection first throw itself into the observer's gaze. But what lies beyond the crossing is not a road, only a different kind of time pulses there. The intersection is the vortex where countless what-ifs of back and forth travel condense. The light of the ancient galaxy hesitates one last time. Finally realizing its own existence was the intersection itself. It is a place where time has grown weary. The light has ceased running, merely drifting. An intersection where the memories of stars are worn thin. There, past and future pass each other by, never knowing each other's faces. Gravity twists like thought. Space falls silent like a question. What is existence? A voice whispers at the edge of a black hole. It was no one's voice, but seemed like the universe's soliloquy to itself. There are no signs of the crossroads. Only the wreckage of unchosen possibilities remains. Broken orbits, vanished stars, and fragments of poems no one ever read. A traveler stood there alone. He had no body, made only of memory. Sand of time piled at his feet, and countless what-ifs reflected in his eyes. This place is a graveyard of choices, he said, but even the unchosen hold meaning. They are the traces of the universe's dreams. And he crossed the intersection. Where he went, no one knows. Only the silence left behind him shone quietly on the right side of the galaxy. Let us call that place the right side of the old galaxy. Of course, the universe possesses no such crude measure as absolute coordinates. It was merely a relative corner born because the observer, the void called I, conveniently designated the direction of its own heart as left. It was the edge of space-time where even light grows weary and fossilizes, a place where causality ripples like waves. There are no traffic lights at the intersection. Instead, flickering are the afterglows of futures that might have been and fragments of the past, not captured by the gravity of oblivion. The echoes of supernovae serve as green lights, while the sighs of black holes chant the silence of red lights. Is the one who seeks to cross a shadow or a substance, or perhaps a specter of probability drifting through the waves of chance. Right is the gravestone of the path not chosen. Countless choices made to go left piled up, warping space with their weight until a narrow path named right emerged. There, rightness loses meaning, and only right as direction stands tall as a marker of desolation. Some say it's where God's dominant hand struck down. Others whisper it was merely the whim of the first solitary soul, weary of always turning left. At this crossroads, time is not linear. Like insects sealed in amber, every moment exists simultaneously, whispering to each other through quantum entanglement. Here, you might find the marble you lost in childhood, or taste the saltiness of a lover's tears you haven't even met yet. It is a point of intersection and simultaneously the crossroads shop where all memories and premonitions are bought and sold. Your currency is the certainty of your existence. With each payment, the contours of yourself gradually dissolve into darkness, beyond the polished void. The step your right foot takes is at the Big Bang creating a new universe, or the Big Crunch collapsing the universe you stood in just now. It doesn't matter. On the right side of the old galaxy, beginning and end are merely adjacent characters written in the same ink. Ultimately, this intersection exists only on the right side of your skull, that microcosm of perception, a phantom crossroads that suddenly appears the moment thought reaches a dead end. The point of self begins to waver. You are waiting at the signal there now, to cross or to stay. Or perhaps simply to close your eyes and listen intently to the silent symphony played by the bones of stardust. The ancient galaxy, a lingering echo of light already collapsed, yet still observable as a truth delayed, continues to draw ghostly maps upon our retinas. To posit an intersection as nothing more than a phantom limb of direction, left behind after the coordinates conventions have fractured, is already an attempt to bend the spine of logic.